Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. I put my hair up last night in like a bun, wet, and then took it out right before I fell asleep, and this is what I woke up with. So Michael was like, "You're not really going to do Coffee Talk with your hair like that, are you?" I was like, "Now I am, because you said something." And Coffee Talk is supposed to be my most authentic self in the morning. If you hadn't said anything, I probably would have brushed it. But now, here I am, looking like I'm ready to go to my bat mitzvah in 1988, and that's what you guys get, so you're welcome. Anyway, I was watching this video this morning of this guy singing on America's Got Talent. I'm going to post the link for you later, but anyway, he's like this Italian kid who sings better than Sinatra, sings Sinatra better than Sinatra. Anyway, I was listening to it in bed this morning when I first woke up, and Michael was reading something, and he heard the guy singing and assumed it was Sinatra. That's how much he sounds like Sinatra. Anyway, he finishes and he's talking to Simon and Heidi, and he's talking to the host, and he's so Italian. He's like, yeah, like Jersey. Basically, he's my cousin. Okay, if I'm being honest, he sounds like my cousins. He's like, Heidi, what do you know? What did you think? What do you do? Who do you know? What do you do? And she's like, you were amazing, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I think you're so good-hearted. He's like, I think I love the way you look tonight, all right? It was so, and Michael's making faces next to me, and I go, what? He's like, your people are just, and I'm like, oh, okay, so stereotypically, those are my people, and stereotypically, your people sound like, he's like, I'd rather sound like, have a country twang than talk like this. And then Michael tried to, he tried to do the Italian, like Jersey accent. He's like, yeah, what do you know? What do you do? Oh my God. If I could get that on tape for you guys. My face was hurting from laughing so hard. It was so funny. I'm telling you, Michael and I have really embraced the different cultures. It is so funny to me. You would think living in the same country that we're all, that everything, it's the same country. It is so different. I'm so used to people. Obviously, I still hear it. When Paulie D's like, the cabs are here, I know that that's not like normal talk, but it doesn't make me cringe because I've been around it my whole life. When Michael hears my kids go like, Daddy, I need help, I'm like, help? How many syllables did that word have? He doesn't flinch because he's been around it his whole life. All right, this hair is killing me. I'm about to be like, Yahasa Shalom, Yahasa Shalom. I'm like literally at my bat mitzvah right now. I don't know what's wrong with me this morning, folks. I think there's alcohol in my coffee. Is there alcohol in there? So I don't know what I'm trying to say. Okay. So anyway, I was thinking about what I have to offer. These young kids write me every day that they want to intern for me, they want to come work for me, they want to shadow me, they want to just come to my office. And I'm like, what do I have to offer these kids? I curse all the time. I don't think their parents want them around that. But I'm smart and I'm a hard worker and I'm a hustler and I know how to keep the lights on. I've always worked independent for myself. I'm very proud of that. I think that anytime, and I'm not playing the woman card, right? Because we all have vaginas. Not one is more special than the other. I'm just saying, as a woman, I do feel proud of the fact that I started my business 12, 13 years ago, and I've kept the lights on myself the whole time. I've never needed a handout from anyone. I don't take money from Michael. We keep everything separate. I know that's very progressive, but that's how we do it. And I am proud of that. So I was thinking, what do I have to offer to teach these kids, right? Like, what do I have to offer? And you know what I realized it is? Hope. There's a saying, and I don't know exactly what it is, but it's on my inspiration board. You would think looking at it 1,000 times, I would know it word for word. But basically it says, when you want to build an ark, don't just send them to get the wood and give them a bunch of orders. Teach them to love the horizon. And that is the approach I've always taken. Taylor and Jennifer work with me, and I take them everywhere. Places I don't need to take them. I bring them to meetings they don't need to be at. I have had people say to me, why do you bring your interns or your assistants or whatever with you to every meeting? And I say, how else are they going to learn? If I leave them in my office, they will start to feel hopeless. They will start to feel like they are, you know, these are young kids who are hungry for experience. They want to watch me in action. They want to hear the way I pitch things. They want to hear the way I negotiate deals. The only way you can learn is by seeing, is by doing, is by listening, right? And I realize that the greatest gift that we can give other people is a vision for their future. Seeing the horizon, the passion, seeing forward, bringing in nostalgia, reminding them why they started. Sure, the tasks have to get done. Someone's got to get the wood. Someone's got to start nailing it together, right? But it is so much easier to motivate people to better their situation when you give them hope to see why they're putting the work in. And that is what I try to do every day, especially in Coffee Talk. Yes, you have to do the work. Yes, you got to get down and dirty. You got to deal with your issues. You got to own your part in them. You have to work on forgiveness. You've got to pray for people you can't stand. You've got to do all of this stuff, but why? Because we want to die. We want to live and die the best version of ourselves. I did not want to live or die the person I was at 26. I just didn't. I didn't like her anymore. She was exhausting and angry and violent and physical and reactive and explosive and all of these things that weren't sexy to me anymore. It was super sexy at 17 when I had no hope and I thought my world was ending to want to beat everybody up, right? People were afraid of me. I was that was my thing. But that gets old, and I had no hope. I didn't see the horizon. At all. I don't even know that I could spell horizon at 17. I was a train wreck. So when you feel like maybe you have nothing to offer, work on mastering the skill of seeing the big picture and motivating the people in your life whom you love and want to help see the horizon. Offer them hope. That is the greatest gift you can give somebody sometimes. It is literally sometimes the deciding factor in how they move forward. When Erica was in a relationship for a long time and couldn't get out because the amount of work and steps she would have to take to get out was overwhelming for her. It was just easier to stay in an unfulfilling, draining relationship, right? She's talked about it on Coffee Talk before. What I did was I said, Erica, don't focus on gathering the wood and nailing them together. Don't focus on the steps here. See big picture. Look at what you want for your life and what kind of wife you want to be and who you want to marry and the babies you want to have. See the horizon and focus on that. And then the tasks to get there don't seem so overwhelming. But if all you're doing is looking at the ground at each step you have to take, you'll never get there. We're working on it. We're all a work in progress, all of us. All right. I love you so much today. Have a great day.